Hey everyone, it's Jordan, developer advocate over at Superwall. Today I'm very excited to talk to you about our new revenue charts. These are completely free new charts that give you rich access to all sorts of data about how your app's performing, whether it's conversions, your paywall rate, sales, proceeds, and more. And again, like I said, this is absolutely free. You don't even need to use our SDK. As long as you have revenue tracking set up in Superwall, you're good to go. In this short video, I'm going to give you a quick overview over how these charts work and how you can best use them. All right, so once you log into Superwall, you're going to find our charts experience on the left sidebar. I'll click into that, and here I am in our new charts experience. Very easy to get started with. The UI is very intuitive. I'll give you a quick overview here so you can get going as quickly as possible. On the left-hand side, we have our chart types. Now, this is all the data and different charts we have available starting today. More of these are going to be released as time goes on. If you need some help understanding what each one means, we've got a nice little description up here at the top left, so you can click through those and see what each chart represents. But most likely you're going to be interested in the chart itself. Now, when the data is showing, you can hover over any data point, right? And you'll get a more granular look at what the data represents, along with a breakdown in a table format down at the bottom of every chart. Now, the top is where you can really slice and dice the data exactly how you want. You can add all sorts of filters to find things like, how did my app do just in the Google Play Store last month? Or what country is doing best with this certain chart type? All those kinds of questions can be answered with filters. And the nice thing is you can aggregate several of them together, right? So if I wanted to see how is this app doing in the App Store, and I only want to see it based on this experiment or only in this country, so on and so forth, that's definitely possible. I'll go ahead and clear those filters. And remember, you can break down the charting data by all sorts of different breakdown types. These change a little bit based on the charts that you have selected, but they're always going to be available to you at the top. I'll leave this one on auto. Now, I do want to call out these last two date toggles. This one right here is going to control how the data shows in the chart itself, right? So I have daily selected. So you'll see down here at the bottom, I have each data point segmented by day. If I were to change that to, say, weekly, then it'll go ahead and update, and now I have my data showing weekly. The last one here is the range that you want the data selected for. So I could say I want to see the data over the last 365 days by week, but now let's say maybe I want to go quarterly to get a high-level breakdown. And again, you'll see at the bottom our table updates with all of the data there as well. If you need to export this to get it in some sort of analytics tool or share with your team, you can always export it with a CSV file as well. But that is the general overview of how our charts work. Very easy to use, very powerful. As long as you have revenue tracking set up, you are ready to use these. Now, if you do have the Superwall SDK installed, you get a little bit more, right? We can start looking at paywall rates, paywalled users, things like paywall conversions. And this really helps you know exactly which paywalls are performing well and how those experiments are going for you and your company. So that's the quick overview. One other tip I want to show you real quick, and it's a huge time saver, is our natural language search. So you'll see right now, I'm just looking at the data for the last year, but I could come in here and put something completely custom just by typing it out. So you could say last 7 days, last 5 hours, last 5 minutes, whatever you need. So I'll just say last 5 weeks. And you'll see that the date range updates. The data is refreshed here in the charts. And there we go. There's my proceeds for the last 5 weeks. So be sure to try that out if you're trying to find data in a very specific time range. So that's a quick overview of our revenue charts. Again, they are completely ready to go today. Try them out completely for free. I do want to point out that we will be open sourcing this infrastructure. Superwall ingests billions of events, and we are set up to offer this type of reporting for free for everybody. We believe that every developer, every company should have easy access to this kind of data and these types of charts to make the best decisions about their apps and figure out how to grow their revenue. So you won't have any vendor lock-in here, and as new sorts of payment gateways open up, we'll be ready to go with our abstraction layers, and we can tie into those and they'll be available into our charts. We hope you enjoy these charts. We can't wait to see them grow. Give them a try today. And as always, if you need any help, we're always available here at Superwall. Until next time.